I bet you let me see, yeah. Midnight groove, so we can take a midnight groove. Midnight groove, so we can take a midnight groove. Midnight groove, so we can take a midnight groove. Midnight groove, so we can take a midnight groove.
So there's a quick look at the music video I'm going to be taking you guys through today. We're going to get a look at my editing workflow, and you guys are going to learn a little bit about Premiere Pro in the process. The song's called Midnight Groove by Miochido, and he's an Afrobeats artist right here in Boston. So the shoot for this was 2 days, 3 different locations, and probably took about 16 hours in total, which is crazy since the video is only 3 minutes and 35 seconds, but I think that's pretty normal for music videos. Me and Luther are going to do a video together on his channel about the actual shoot, but for today I'm just going to focus on the editing. So before we go into Premiere Pro, I just want to give you guys a basic idea of the story of this video. So basically we have the artist, and he's going to pick up his girl, his love interest, and they're just going for a drive. Like, that's the first part of the video, just them kind of hanging out in the car. They're just hanging out and spending time and enjoying each other. So that's the first half of the video. The second half, we have the artist taking his love interest to this really cool location that only he knows about. It's like a special location that he knows about, and he brings her there and they have the spot all to themselves. So let's go ahead and jump into Premiere Pro. Okay, so right in the beginning of the video here, we have basically an intro to the song before the full beat drops. So what I'm trying to do here at this point is introduce the characters and set the scene a little bit, and kind of give the video a little bit of a story. One of the first things you'll probably notice is this title animation for the artist's name, and also for the song title that we use, these purple letters right here. We used an app called Saber for that. It's free. You can get it from this site called videocopilot.net. When I found it out, I couldn't believe it was free. You can really do a lot of stuff with it. It's basically used for laser effects. You can make a lightsaber from it. And you can also do this text animation effect that we used for our video. And right here, we actually have these light leaks, they're called. These are a pack that I got from a website called Tropic Color. You can get a bunch of different assets and presets and effects on that site. And it just kind of makes everything go quicker. Like, at first when I got into video editing, I wanted to learn how to do every single effect myself, but eventually once you start editing some more, you'll realize that you gotta save time. Like, video editing takes a lot of time, so whatever you can get to help things move along faster is really important. And yeah, so here we have the beat drop, and we're still kind of setting the scene a little bit. She's walking to the car, he sees her walking to the car, and then yeah, that's where the title of the song comes in, and we show kind of some images to kind of set the vibe a little bit. And this driving time lapse, this shot of the moon, and then we come to the first verse.
You too dead do. Your body got me in the mood. Your body got me feeling good. Oh baby, come I wanna groove. I no go lie. Your body looking kinda fly.
Okay, so the next part I want to go over with you guys is speed ramping, which I've already done a video for, and I'll link that down below, but I'll explain it again in this one too. So this clip, these two clips actually right here, you can see me using speed ramping. So we have regular motion into slow motion, but it's like a smooth transition into slow motion instead of an abrupt transition. There's one, and then bam, there's other slow motion clip. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it real quick. So I have the same clip that we used in the video, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this purple FX square right at the top, and we're gonna right click, and we're gonna go to time remapping, and then we're gonna hit speed, and then you're gonna see this line come up. This line represents the speed of the video. So right now it's at 100%, as you can see. That's 100% speed right there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna hit P on the keyboard, and then that is our pen tool, and then what that lets us do is put a point on the clip where we wanna mark the change in speed. So I'm gonna do it right about there, and then I'll click to put the point. And then I'm gonna hit V to get my mouse tool back. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna zoom in a little bit, If you need some more room to adjust, grab this line right here to adjust the size of your layer that you're working in. And then what you want to do is take whatever side of the video that you want to slow down or speed up, grab that side of the line and drag it down. So I'm going to drag it down to 40%. And you're going to see it get longer because now the clip's slower. And then you can zoom into the transition point right here. And you can even adjust that transition a little bit more to make it slower or faster. And then now we have our speed ramp clip.
You got the juice I can't deny. Oh baby, come on, make me fly. This kind of love you never seen, never felt it. I bet you never let me find heaven. I bet you never let me find love. I bet you let me see. This kind of love you never seen, never felt.
The next thing that I want to explain is actually one of the most important things I feel like with video editing, and that's keyframing. I use it in basically every project that I do. So you'll see this clip right here, this overhead shot. You're gonna see a little motion. So it's rotating slowly just to give the shot some motion. And that's actually not happening with the camera at all. I added that spin in later. And I use keyframing to do that. So I have the same clip again that we used in the video. What you wanna do is double click on your clip, and then you wanna go to effect controls. So you're gonna see a bunch of different attributes for your clip. You can move it around, make it bigger, smaller, and then to the left of each attribute you have these stopwatches, and that's what you're gonna use to keyframe. Basically for keyframing, what you're doing is you're setting a value at one frame, and then you're moving to a further point in the video and you're gonna set a new value, and in between those two values, whatever attribute you wanna change is gonna transition in between those two values. So I did it here with rotation. I keyframed the rotation, and that's how we have that spinning effect. Since we're doing it with rotation, we're gonna have to zoom into the video, so when we rotate it, you don't see the black edges of where there's no video. So I'm gonna up the scale to 122, and you're gonna see it zoom in. And then I'm going to go and hit the toggle animation key, which is the stopwatch for rotation. And then I'm gonna take this rotation as far down as I can go before I see the edges of the clip. And that's gonna be about 6. I'm gonna do just a little bit more. So since I toggle the animation, you're gonna see the keyframe pop up right here. It's this little dot right here. Kind of hard to see right now, but yeah, it's right here where the line is. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way to the end of the video and move the rotation to 6.3 instead of negative 6.3. And then you see it rotate. So now what's gonna happen with this clip is it's gonna go from, the rotation is gonna go from negative 6.3 to 6.3. And in the clip, you can see it slowly rotating. If you don't like the speed of your keyframe, you can just go in and adjust the values at the 2 keyframes that you set.
Midnight groove, so we can take a midnight groove. Midnight groove, so we can take a. Oh baby, let me take you on a midnight groove, so you can tell me what you wanna do. So let me take you down to my room. So we gon'.
The biggest effect you're gonna see in this video is at the second location when we have these boxes right here. So basically the way this works is there's multiple masks within this video, and masks are just a part of the video that you can cut out and then place something else under it. So there's a couple different masks, and we use them to place in each different shot and have it look like it's all just one shot. And that also had to do with the camera a little bit, just staying in one spot. But basically it's 3 separate masks. And masking is another concept that I'm gonna explain in another video. So now we're at the last part of the video, and what you're gonna see is this shot of the model telling the artist to follow her upstairs, and they're gonna go to like a more intimate location. But this clip right here was specifically placed to kind of break up the video into this would be the ending part. This would separate the middle from the end. Then we have one more transition right there and another overhead shot. And then I'm also using the keyframing thing right there too. There's keyframing again. And then here, this shot right here is basically the same as the one with the clones of them in the boxes. But we masked out and then we just put other video clips under the mask. And then also I'm doing keyframing on this clip too.
So we can take a midnight groove. Midnight groove. So we can take a midnight groove. Midnight groove. So we can take a midnight groove. Midnight groove. So we can take a midnight groove.
And yeah, that's the end of the video. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. Make sure to go check out the full video if you want to get the full effect of how all this editing came together. I'm going to be hitting you guys with some more tutorials soon, so make sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.